Hello and welcome to the ellenmade book club. Today I'm doing something stupid. I'm gonna try to finish 3 big books in 1 week. I know, okay. I am tired. I'm tired and grumpy. The more I think about this, the more impossible it seems. I'm feeling it in my eyes. Hopefully I can get this done. This is an absolutely ridiculous challenge for me. I don't read this much in a week ever. And I know I said in a recent video that I don't want to set deadlines for myself with my reading, but there are different reasons why I want to read these books and why I want to read them now. One is that I'm participating in the Big Book Summer Challenge hosted by Sue Jackson. That challenge is to read at least 1 book, which is 400 pages or more over the summer. It ends on September 2nd. Today is Sunday, the 25th of August, and so that's a week from now. And I haven't gotten as far in my reading as I would have liked this summer, and particularly in August. I'm in kind of a reading slump, I think. I'm not reaching for books, and the books that I have going, I'm just not feeling very engaged by. And I think they are all very good books. I'm just not really there. But I am gonna try to force myself out of it. That always is a good idea, right? The second reason I'm doing this challenge is for my own book club that I'm hosting, and I haven't finished my reading for that. I also want to finish these books before September starts because I have other books that I want to read in September, and so I just want to clean up my reading situation, you know? So my TBR for August was basically this pile. I'm not gonna finish all of these books by the end of August. That is just not gonna happen. Priority number 1 is Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. This one I need to finish this week because it is for my own book club that I'm hosting. So this is priority number 1. This is 521 pages and I have read 40 so far. The next priority is Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler. And I'm buddy reading this with Chelsea at Libraries and Lattes and Kat at Curious Cat. This one has 390 pages, so it actually doesn't qualify for Big Book Summer either, which I'm just now realizing. So that's stupid. But anyways, this is the second priority, the book I want to finish this week. And then the third book that I would like to finish this week is Hours by Phillip B. Williams. This is 573 pages and I have read 15. And this is just the big book that I had chosen for myself to read specifically for the Big Book Summer Challenge. I really want to read this, but I just don't know how to fit it in. So if I want to finish all 3 of these books, that's 1,429 pages. I would like to read that in 7 days. That would mean I had to read 204 pages per day on average. If I go 8 days, so Sunday to Sunday, that's 178 pages per day. It's not impossible, but it's just a lot. So the next step down from that would be to not finish Hours. So then it's these 2 that I need to finish. Then I would have to read 124 pages per day for 7 days or 109 pages per day for 8 days. I guess let's aim for like 150 pages per day. The more I think about this, the more impossible it seems, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. We also have like a day trip planned. I don't have any of these on audiobook, by the way, so I have to read the physical ones, which makes it a lot harder. I guess I'm just gonna have to start reading Pachinko now, because it is 5 o'clock already, and I'm gonna need to read like 100 pages in this today. Okay, bye. I need to go read now. Okay, so far so good. I've been reading for 20 minutes and I'm on page 55, so I think I'm on track. And now my boyfriend is coming home with some dinner for us, so I'm I'm gonna take a little break and then continue. So it's now about 10 o'clock at night, and I haven't been reading constantly since 5 o'clock, but I haven't been doing much else. I keep reaching for my phone, which is kind of annoying, but I want to have it nearby so that I can take notes on things that I am thinking while I'm reading, because there are things in this that make me upset and annoyed and that I want to take note of. I'm now on page 98. On average, that's about 10 pages an hour. And also, every time I pick up my phone, I see all these new like videos popping up that I want to watch. So normally I would just watch them right away as soon as I saw them, which might not be the best kind of time management, but yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I can't read as much as I would like, because I just keep watching booktube videos. Tomorrow we're aiming for a little day trip to like a nearby town. I will read for a little bit longer this evening, and the goal is page 150. We'll see. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow. So we decided to do the day trip tomorrow instead of today, and that means I have a lot of time for reading today. I'm starting on Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler, and I'm currently on page 28, and so far so good. It's a little bit different to the first one. There's another perspective. Going a little bit slow. I think I'm going at pretty much the same pace as I did with the first one, which I read in Swedish, and this one I'm reading in English, and so it feels the same to me, even though it's a different language. It was a good translation, I guess. My goal for today is to reach page 100 in this book. I should probably look up like a page number to aim for where it's like a natural 103 is my goal for today in this book. And if I reach that, I will try to read a little bit in Pachinko as well. But we will see. Let's start with this one and see how far I get. It's about 10 o'clock in the evening, and I feel like I've been reading all day, but I probably haven't. But like I haven't been doing much else. I took a break at like 7 to watch Chelsea's video. She did a premiere, and I think that's really fun, so I decided to take a break and watch that. Now it's somehow 10 o'clock and I'm on page 67. Which is not really where I would have liked to be at this hour. And like I mentioned, I'm buddy reading this with Kat and Chelsea, and Chelsea is way ahead of me. She has the audiobook, which I'm very jealous of. Anyways, she sent a message with her thoughts, and that was up until page 88. So I'm gonna make that my new goal for the day, and then I can see what she has been thinking about the first 5 chapters, and yeah, that's a good motivation for me, I think. Hopefully 103 or whatever I said at the start, but 88 is the minimum for today. So, can't talk now. Have to read. Okay, bye. It's now close to midnight and I did make it to page 88, which means I've read the first 5 chapters. We are going on our day trip tomorrow and so I will not have as much time to read. There's a bug on the ceiling. Anyways, I won't have as much time to read tomorrow. So yeah, wish me luck with this reading. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna make it, but I'm doing my best and hopefully I'll reach my goal. And if I don't, at least I'm a lot further along and closer to my goal than I would have been otherwise. Okay, time to go to bed. Good night. See you tomorrow. It's now Tuesday. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon and we were supposed to go on this day trip today and we wanted to go before noon because it's a bit of a drive and we wanted to have the day to spend there, but we didn't sleep very well because of our neighbors. So I'm tired and grumpy and can't stay home to read because I'm not going to be able to read when I'm this tired. Yeah, so we're gonna go anyway and try not to let this ruin our day. But yeah, I'm gonna bring Pachinko with me and if I get the chance to read during the day I will, and maybe we'll listen to something in the car. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I need to get going now. Okay, bye. We're back home. It's about 9 o'clock at night and I'm so tired and I just want to go to bed. I haven't read anything today, like not a single word. I did buy 2 books, so that's almost the same as reading, isn't it? We had a really nice time though. We went to the bookstore, dinner, and a little bit of like Italian ice cream. And there was a really cute little duck who came to say hello. I had a book haul video go up today and so people have been watching that and commenting on that, and so that lifted my spirits a lot. So thank you so much if you did that. And now there are a couple of videos that I want to watch. I want to watch Sui's and Gina's Honest Booktuber tag videos. Elmo posted a August wrap up or something. I can't even speak anymore, so I'm gonna go and wash my face and crawl into bed and watch some videos until I fall asleep. Better luck tomorrow and hopefully a lot more reading. Okay, good night.
One of the other books that I've read this month, I actually listened to audibly. In the first book, Powerless, it was very much like, oh, plagues, plagues. And I'm like, right, we get it. Oh, plagues, we get it.
Since I did so good this morning and read 40 pages so very quickly, I decided that I could probably spend a couple of hours editing, and so I did that, and then I spent way too long doing that, and so now it's 6 o'clock and I have been reading for about an hour, I think. I'm on page 220 at the moment, which is nearly halfway, so that's good. I'm at least past the 40% mark. I have the house to myself for a couple of hours this evening, so I'm gonna try to make the most of that and read as much as I can and get as far as I can in this book. And yeah, back to reading. It's about 2:20 in the afternoon and I'm past the halfway mark for this challenge, and so I just figured I'll do a little bit of a check-in. I had a pretty good day of reading yesterday, or so I thought. I read my 5 chapters for the day in Parable of the Talents, and so I was like, I'm done for the day. I read everything that I needed to read, but that was still only 89 pages, and like I need to read somewhere between 100 and 200 pages per day. I don't know, it was good that I had read those 5 chapters and then I could have another check-in with Kat and Chelsea, so that was nice. I have read another chapter in this today, so I'm now gonna start chapter 12. I have a lot of thoughts about this book so far, and I also feel like I'm kind of reconsidering some of the things that I said about the first book, but also not, because I think they're still true. I just maybe see the point of them more now. But I guess I just wish that the first book was, I don't know, more engaging so that more people got to this book, because I'm enjoying this a lot more than the first one and I'm starting to feel the importance of it. I'm currently on page 199. I also found this bookmark that I had made years ago. I'm still on page 300 in Pachinko. Not too bad, but I need to get going on this as well. I just need to get a lot of reading done today. I haven't read anything in hours so far. So like overall, I'm doing pretty good on just the 2 books for being halfway. I mean, I'm more than halfway. I only have today and then Saturday and Sunday left. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're well past the halfway point. It's been 5 days and I only have 3 more. I thought I had only done 4 days and I had 4 more. Wow, okay, I'm behind and I need to ramp it up and just get through these books. I'm a bit apprehensive about what's gonna happen in this book and also in Pachinko, honestly, but this, I feel like this is a little bit more even, and I feel like this is just gonna... I need to get back to reading now and just make some progress with this, and I think I'm gonna just need to try not to absorb too much of what's going on in this book because I'm gonna not feel good. So anyways, yeah, back to reading. It's now 7 o'clock at night and I'm still reading. And, there is a bunch of these like print issues or like printing errors. Yeah, like this page, like that looks out of focus, but it's not. It's just very badly printed. So that's a little bit annoying, but I'm gonna finish this chapter now, and then maybe I'll head to Pachinko because that was the book that I was supposed to be reading today. And I still have 200 pages left in that. I still have 2 more days, and so hopefully I can get this done. I'm not gonna get to hours, like that's just not gonna happen, but I would like to finish at least 2 books that I have going, and if I do that, I will consider this a success. It's now about midnight. I still have 221 pages left in Pachinko and 125 pages left in Parable of the Talents. So that means I have to read 178 pages per day, Saturday and Sunday. 90 has been sort of manageable. It's not comfortable, like it's still a lot for me to read, but it's doable, and I still have some hours left of the day to do something else. I am tired. I might read for a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna talk to you again. So, yeah. So it's Saturday, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been reading for a couple of hours, I think, and I'm at page 300. So I read about 35 pages. I feel like I'm kind of flying through it, but I'm not really making a lot of progress. Like, I can't force myself to read faster and still make sense of what's happening, and I feel like it's not, there's a lot of heavy themes and things that make me think and feel, and even though it is kind of distant a lot of the time, it still requires a lot of mental energy and like slower reading, I think. I also have to say that it's been really nice to buddy read this with Kat and Chelsea, because hearing their perspectives and their experiences reading this has been motivating for me to like catch up to her to the next check-in point, but also it just adds another layer to the story, and it makes me think of things in a different way and in a new way, and it makes me think of things that I didn't think of myself. Buddy reading this, especially with 2 more people, has been very helpful, just to like get a sense of how others are experiencing this book and the reading experience and what that's been like for them and all of that. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Back to reading again, I guess. I did finish Parable of the Talents last night, so that was really good. I read the entire day and I finally got done at about 8 o'clock, I think. And then of course I was like, I should continue reading because I still have a few hours this evening. But I decided to watch a crime documentary instead. So now it's the last day and I have Pachinko left to finish, and still I'm on page 300, and so I have 221 pages to finish today. And I'm just gonna try and power through. I have my bucket of coffee and hopefully that will help. It's a bit chilly out today, so it's a perfect day to just stay inside and chill and speed read. Okay. Wish me luck. It's now almost 7 and I have made some progress. I'm on page 438. So it's the final stretch now and I have about 80 pages left. But I feel like my eyes are getting really like, I've been reading for a week straight. So I'm feeling it in my eyes. For now, I just need to finish it. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to, but I should be able to. Like, it's just 80 pages. 80 pages to go. So it's now about 10:30 and I'm getting really tired. I still have 11 pages to go and I'm definitely gonna finish those. Then I will have finished my 2 books and then I will have my reward, which is gonna be watching a couple of booktube videos that I'm really looking forward to. But I have to finish my book first and I'm gonna be very happy when I've finished it. Yeah, let's just try and finish this book now. I finished these 2. And I'm very happy about that. I would not have finished these without this challenge, so I'm very glad I did it, and I'm very happy I've finished these 2 before the end of the month. Well, almost. But I did have one day earlier this week that I didn't read because of the day trip and the tiredness and all of that. So I'm just not counting that day at all. To sum it up, I guess, this one was 521 pages. And this one was 390 pages, so that's 911 pages in 7 days. And so it's not, 1,400 pages, but I think that's still pretty good. And it's 130 pages per day on average for those 7 days that I did read. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I have not read a single page in hours. I'm gonna be reading this now, I guess, or like after I'm done with the September book club reads, because that starts today. So I do think this was a good challenge to do because it showed me that I can read 200 pages in a day if I have to, and it also showed me that I don't want to, but I am gonna be a bit smarter hopefully in September and the coming months with how many pages I read a day, because this was not how I want, like this is not sustainable for me at all. But it was a fun challenge to do and it showed me that I can stick to a challenge at least and vlog it for a week. Let me know how you think I did in this challenge and if there are any other challenges that you would like me to try in the future, and maybe I will. We'll see. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one, and bye. It's now close to midnight, or it is midnight or past midnight. I don't know. It's about midnight. Why is my hair looking so awful?